I think there's a point on your journey where life starts to get really, really good. And you have the option to either hold steady with that frequency, the frequency that you created, by the way, right? Because life doesn't just start to get good. It's like this collective right now, you're coming out, the fire has been put out. Like I said, you're coming out of periods. I'm talking about we channel heavy middle school, high school energy, but really for the past 5 years, like we said, since COVID, you've been actively creating. You could be a creative, but you've been actively creating this new reality that is starting to come into your life, that's starting to trickle in. And you have the choice right now to either hold steady in this frequency or self-sabotage. And that's really it. That's all it is to it. Because if you're anything like me, you could have had this just like this feeling on your chest for forever, and you could have been operating out of your shadow. Like we said, I know you were operating out of your shadow, because this is what we've been talking about with this collective. Like, it's like you got your swag back and you're coming back into yourself, and you're on the brink of like another spiritual awakening. 1, 2, 3, as I said that, and I've been seeing that like every day. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. What you gotta really understand is that your only purpose, and it's very cliche, but I was watching Abraham Hicks the other day, and she said this, and she was like, the only purpose that you have, your only purpose is to find joy, find what gives you joy. Your only purpose is to be happy. Because when you're happy and you found joy and happiness for yourself, your frequency expands out past, you can't even be able to begin how your frequency affects the consciousness when your vibration is that high and it's genuine and you feel good and you genuinely are basking in life, you're playing in life. And I don't know about y'all, but I think it was the first reading that I did on here. We talked about claiming happiness, and you have to, as I said that, you have to start claiming your happiness freely, because you know that you create it. And I don't know about y'all, but ever since I've started claiming my happiness, ever since I got that download to start claiming my happiness, 2, 3, 4, I've felt free. I've never been more free in my life. I've never felt more free in my life, because I'm finally in a state where I don't feel like I have to prove myself to anything or anyone. I don't feel like I have to sit here and convince anyone of my worth. I'm genuinely happy. And for a really, really long time, I was not happy. And no one knew. All right? No one knew. So you could relate to this. You could be someone who, it's like you could be going through a lot, but you don't ever put that onto anyone. You don't ever just unload. You're not a trauma dumper. You're not someone who, like I said, it's heavy only child energy in this collective. Like, you would rather sit and pick apart the issue yourself than go out to someone and be vulnerable and share what's on your mind. But at this time specifically, figuring out who is limited in your life and who isn't is going to be very significant. You're going to be revisiting conversations with old people, and you're going to realize how limited these people who you used to consider very close, who you used to be very close with, you're going to see how limited they really are. And it's going to create, like I said, it's going to create this second spiritual awakening, because then it's going to cause this higher perspective on your life, and I over your life. And I did this reading on TikTok yesterday, and I just was kind of laying in my bed, and the download hit me crazily, which was, what did I say? Play. We're playing in the abundance. Don't be so serious. That was in my last reading on TikTok, the one I'm about to talk about. It's this feeling of you are not who you used to be, because you are who you are now, right? You have to start accepting all of the work that you've put in on yourself in order to even just being a part of the life that you're living right now. You have to give yourself credit for how far you've come. And like I said, 444, you're not the only reason why in this period of your life right now, it could feel like you're half in the door of your new life and half out the door is because of the old frequency that is channeling out of your life. I was saying something before and it just lost my mind, bro. I hate when that happens. But it wasn't meant to be said at this time. Oh, no, the TikTok. Shame. Are you feeling shame about something right now? Are you feeling like it gets to a point in your journey as well when you start to feel this sense of shame and guilt for how you used to act and for how you used to treat people and what you used to tolerate? And the thing about that is the only thing that you're supposed to do with that feeling is sit with it and give gratitude for it and be thankful for it. Because all it does is it just wants you to feel it. That's all emotions want you to do. They just want you to feel them. So you could be at a point right now where you're starting to look at not only your life as it is right now from a higher perspective, but you're starting to analyze past situations and circumstances and people, places, and things in your life from a higher perspective as well. And you're starting to like come into that awareness of, oh my goodness, I really wasn't that great of a person, or wow, my self-esteem really was low, or I shouldn't have treated that person that way, or I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have done that. But what I need you, the perspective I'd like to offer you with that in general is that you did not have the capacity to look at these situations that you put yourself in. You didn't have the capacity to even look at it from a higher perspective back then. How you acted was who you were, period. And the only thing that can separate who you were then from who you are now is that perspective of it, period. Because you're even thinking of the past and you're thinking of your past situations and the past hurts that you may cause, and because you're thinking about all of that stuff from a higher perspective, that's how you can acknowledge that you've changed and you've grown, and you can give yourself grace for those moments, because you had to be that person in order to understand how much capacity your body, your soul truly has to embody love. There's a point with this collective, it's like you really couldn't see past what was in front of you. The future, you always had big ambitions, you've always had big dreams, but you didn't have the motivation or the inspiration or the will to achieve it because of whatever happened in your life. And like I said, I don't pick up on familial issues. And if they are, we all have parental wounds that we need to heal from, right? But I'm not picking up on a parent or a guardian figure who is intentionally putting you down to make you dim your light. But like we talked about in multiple videos, it's not about how the people in our lives have treated us. It's not about how our family or how our parents have treated us. Because a lot of people act, especially our parents, they act out of the capacity that they have, right, to experience love as well. And a lot of people, a lot of parents haven't taken time to heal themselves, haven't taken time to actually dig deep within their wounds, and which means that they're usually 9 times out of 10 unaware of the wounds, and they're unaware of the subconscious patterns that they perpetuate in their own life, which trickles down into their children's life, right? And I don't even know why I'm talking about this. I don't even remember why this came up, but someone obviously has to hear it. You have to start feeling feelings of forgiveness in your life. You have to start recognizing that everyone is on their own path. Everyone, right? And the world does not revolve around you, per se. You know what I mean? You got to start adopting a forgiveness mindset, and start adopting a mindset of God knows my heart, so all is good. All is good. There's nothing to worry about. You need to start resting in the idea that all of the work that you've put in for the past 5 years, it's already done. It's impossible. What's for you is impossible. It can't miss you. It can't miss you. Literally, what is for you is for you. It cannot miss you because you've been so intentional about it. 329, this like the strategic collective. You've been so intentional. Just cut the deck. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Pulled the exact same card in my last reading. You've been so intentional about this life that you're creating, about this new life that you're creating, and you're almost like, it's at the bottom of the deck, breaking the chain, I'm telling you, bro. You've been so intentional about this new life that you're creating, almost to the point where it's like you're waiting for it to happen in the way that you can see it in your head because you've been putting so much work in, and it's like you just gotta chill. You just gotta, the only thing that you can do right now is find what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Find joy, because remember, you have to hold on to that frequency, 1010. Life is starting to get good. Life is, for the first time for a lot of us, a lot of this collective is starting to feel very good. You know what I mean? Like, there was a point in time for me where it was just like, I could give a damn about tomorrow. Honestly, I don't even care about any of this. I had no drive, no person, no purpose, no passion. I was surrounded by people who were so low and negative, and I allowed people to pull me down to their level. Because remember what we talked about in one of the first videos is that TikTok video of the dad, and he's talking to his daughter, and he has the daughter stand on the stool, and he goes, now I'm gonna pull you down. And he's like, you see how easy it was for me to pull you down? Okay, now pull me up. And you see how hard it is for you to pull me up, 1101. And he said, it's easier for someone to pull you down to their level than it is for you to pull someone up to your level. And this is a collective 1111. This is a collective where it's like unintentionally, you have always tried to be the one to pull people up to your level. Unintentionally, people have always had to meet you where you're at because your natural frequency is up here, right? Your natural frequency is up here. Your dominant frequency is up here. So people naturally have had to always climb the ranks to meet you where you're at, which is why you only have a select group of friends in your circle. You're a popular loner. You're someone where it's like you could have had a lot of friends, but you might have never felt closer connected to these friends. A lot of people might have said, oh, it's like a lot of people know you, but they don't really know you. That's the collective this is. A lot of people say, oh yeah, I know her, I know him, but you're looking at them like, you don't know me. Just because we went to the same school together doesn't mean that you know me. Just because we had class together doesn't mean you know me. Just because we talked here doesn't mean you know me. And this is a collective, like I said, it's deep. You're a deep person. So it takes a lot for someone to 1212. And it's not even like it takes a lot for people to get to know you. It's just like people have to meet you where you're at off rip in order for you to feel comfortable opening up. Because like I've said before, this is an empathetic collective. You understand, you can see right through people. So it's like people coming up to you, talking to you, you can already feel where their vibration is at. You can feel where their frequency at, especially in relation to yours, because whether you believe it or not, you know what home frequency is for you. You know what it feels like to feel good. You know how, not even you know what it feels like to be good, you know how you want to feel. You have an ideal preset that you've always, there's this life that you've been trying to achieve, that you've been in the process of achieving for so long, and you're starting to see glimmers, and it's like doors are beginning to open, and you're in that process of all, it's like, it's that too good to be true energy. Like, wait, for me? I get to have what I've been manifesting for the past 5 years. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting from this collective. And it's like, yeah, you deserve it. You deserve to be chose. You deserve, oh my God. My aunt got me this card and it says, I deserve. And in here, right, it says, I deserve. So this is for you. You deserve to feel safe and secure, to be accepted and celebrated, to live my purpose, to express my talents, to experience progress and achievement, to have a life worth living, to live out loud, to share life with wonderful people, to have love and give love, to feel good about me. You deserve to feel good about being you, because can't nobody take that from you. Heavy Paramore energy coming up. Okay, so call me weird, whatever. I've been listening, when I hear a song, I will only download that song unless the song is mind-blowing and I really, I don't know, I feel called to listen to more music from that artist. I'm not gonna listen to it, right? I don't care. So the other day, I've been listening to a few songs off this Paramore album for the past, I don't know, however long it's been out, right? But I've never been called to listen to more of their album. In 1414, as I said that. So finally, the other day, I just clicked the album and I'm like, let me just start from the beginning. Let's see what this album's talking about. The best album ever. Legit, best album ever. Resonates with my entire soul. Tell me it's okay to be happy now. Cause I'm happy now. Like that. Tell Me It's Okay by Paramore. I'm trying to find what album that is. But that's the vibe I'm getting from this collective. Tell me it's okay to be happy now, because I'm kind of happy now. And I don't even know what it is because I can't imagine a time, I can't go think back to a time where I used to feel really happy. But it's like, I'm happy, so tell me it's okay because I'm happy now. Okay, so it's just Paramore. So the Paramore album, it has all three of them on it. She has the red, orange hair. 2013, right? Damn, that's crazy. And so that album is just like, it's resonating for me, and it's helping me come into like who I am as a person. And that's why I love music, because it's like, it just, music to me, it just has the keys to everything. There's no better feeling than listening to a song and having it explain your entire situation, and like you just gain a newfound sense of like perspective or self-discovery. Like music is just, I love music, and I'm a firm believer in like, I was just meant to discover this album right now because it was going to help me right now in this moment. And that is key, 1555, that sometimes the best things in your life, sometimes the best things that will enter your life have always been there, right? You just become aware of it. And that goes for people, places, things. Sometimes the greatest people in your life have always been in your life. You just weren't really aware of their presence. But the thing about God is God isn't going to give you anyone that you don't need too early. God isn't going to give you anything that you don't need too late. God, the universe, whatever you believe in, is always going to give you exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Take that for what it is. Let's get some cards and see what's up. Just to confirm, at the bottom of the deck, yes, not even gonna shuffle, honestly. Like, it was being mad weird. Like, you saw it, they weren't like, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, yes. Like, I'm not even gonna do that. Like, wow. All right, well, that's it. Yes, you deserve to be happy. Yes, this happiness that you're stepping into, this new reality that is starting to feel good. It's safe. It's safe to play in the abundance. It's safe to relax. It's safe. This is a collective where you had to grow up really fast emotionally. And this is a collective where I think your outside reality has always looked very good and very put together. Because like I said, for me, no one even knew that I was like fucking depressed as shit. Like no one even knew. No one. And my thing is like, why would I want someone to know if I can just fake like I have it all together? And this is the time where you need to be vulnerable and start to talk to people in your life that you feel comfortable and called to. Start talking to them. You know, literally just start being vulnerable in whatever way that means for you. And embrace the journey that you're going on, because there's a lot of things in your life right now that I feel like you're trying to figure out. Like I said the other day, the pieces to my puzzle are all on the board, right? I feel like the pieces to my puzzle are all on the board. I just putting them together. It's like, live in that unknown state. Get comfortable in that unknown state of not knowing, but knowing that you have all the pieces to the puzzle together, and at any moment in time, something can click. And you put that piece on, and then it'll make all the pieces around make sense. So really just live and enjoy in the before, because whatever it is that you've been manifesting is like massive. It's huge. Throat chakra confirmation, like it's huge, bro. Me and Jai, we were at the park the other day, and he says to me like, yo, we're literally not gonna be able to do this at a point in time without security. And I'm like, facts. That's why we just got to enjoy this now. And that's the energy I'm like getting from this collective, is real superstar energy. Like just real, I'm here. This is my time. And when it's your time, no one can take that from you. No one can take what's yours. We all have our own time. 1919, we all have our own time. A lot of self-expression, authenticity, stepping into who you are, owning what makes you happy. A lot of that is coming up. A lot of that has been consistent in these readings. Self-control. Are you self-regulating? It's a lot. This healing process is a lot. But remember, you don't You're not trying to go on this journey just to experience the end. You're going on this journey so you can experience getting there, because you want a story to tell. How did you end up in that mansion? Oh my God, let me sit you down. It's a story to that. People love stories. People love success stories too. How did you get your first Ferrari? How did you get this Lambo? How did you go from this apartment to a fucking penthouse? I'd love to hear that story. And then it's your time to shine all over again. You get to relive your journey with gratitude. And just like we started the reading, just like you might be heavy purging energy right now, 222, heavy purging energy. You might be crying randomly. You might be feeling feelings of shame in relation to your past, and, you know, feeling like you could have done something differently, or you could have acted differently, or you could have chose something better for yourself. And it's like, at the end of the day, dude, that's who you were back then. You didn't have any other option. You were always meant to choose that path because it was supposed to lead you right here, right? So give gratitude for it. And like, I always tell myself that all the time. It's like, now I'm looking at my past, you know, options, my past decisions from like a higher perspective, and I'm like, why couldn't I just see how great my life was at the time? Why couldn't I just give gratitude for just waking up and being able to have a car and attend school? And like, why couldn't I just see that at the time? But it's like, I didn't have the capacity to even recognize that, right? Like, I didn't have the capacity. I was so low on the vibrational scale. And when people are that low on the vibrational scale, they don't have the capacity to be able to see beauty, because everything is a problem. Everything is a crisis. They're stuck in survival mode. And so it's like, I didn't have the capacity to be like, I'm about to crash out. I feel the emotions bubbling up and everything is going wrong. And I didn't have the capacity to be like, wait, pause, gratitude for this moment and these feelings. Like, I didn't have that, right? I didn't have that. I was going to crash out. Like, no, I'm about to crash out. I'm about to lose my mind, right? And so gratitude. Now you're here. You had to make those decisions. You didn't have any other choice but to be that person back then, because that's literally who you were. Give gratitude for her, give gratitude for him, and experience life in this present moment. 222 again. Look how far you've come. Everything that you're asking for, you deserve it. Remember, you deserve all of these things and then some. You deserve it. It's finally yours. You're finally going to be able to physically feel these tangible things that you have been manifesting for years. And the craziest thing about it is that when you get it, 222 again, 2222. The craziest thing about this is like, when you get it, your life is going to be the exact same. Like, you're just going to be maybe a little bit more happier. You might be a little bit more giving, a little bit more carefree. You might feel peace. You might feel more calm. And so if you know that life is going to be the same and you might just feel differently about life, decide to feel differently about life right now, and watch how fast you can alchemize whatever it is that you want into your life. Watch how fast you'll become a point of attraction. Like I said, there comes a point on your journey where you create the vortex, where you've been creating the vortex by adding the good thoughts, implementing, like I said in my last video, it's implementation. It's integration, not overnight implementation. It's integration. So you've been slowly integrating all of these new ways of thinking, all of these new habits. You've been integrating this new version of yourself every single day, slowly but surely, being consistent, not perfect, until finally you've picked up speed, you've picked up that speed, and then it's just like you're going to be spinning, and that's the vortex that you've created. Deserve it. You deserve to bask in that, live in it. Accept it and embrace it. This is what you've created. This is who you are. Live in it. 333. Live in it. And I like I said in my TikTok video, and I'm about to end it, I had this vision of me on a trampoline. I've had this vision for like the past a month and a half, right? I'm on this trampoline, and there's this big brick wall, and there's this city and lights, this city over, and that's the promised land, right? I'm assuming that's the promised land, and I'm just bouncing on this trampoline, and I get higher every time. And when you're on the trampoline, you get high, you float for a second, and I can just see the city, I see the promised land. But then I come back down, and that's what you could be experiencing right now in relation to those feelings of shame and them purging. Like, you feel like, I was just high, why am I feeling so low? But remember, you're bound to come back up. The velocity, the trajectory of these low emotions is going to skyrocket you up, and not even up, but over. Up and over. And a few weeks ago, I got the download where I was on the trampoline, and then I went up and I finally took off, but I haven't landed yet. I'm just in that. I'm just flying right now. I'm soaring. And maybe that's what you feel too. You might not feel tied to your emotions at this time. You might not feel 2444, you might not feel so connected to emotions of the past. You might just be feeling gratitude, right? You might feel gratitude for your higher perspective of the past and of the future and of the present. You might just feel gratitude. You might just be in that state of already, like, you might be someone who's already found joy. You've already found your happiness. And so it's like, you're just resonating with this because this is just your confirmation. Like, you're already doing it. You don't have to start. You're already doing it. Like, you're literally already doing it. You don't have to start anything. You don't have to start to show gratitude. You don't have to, you're already doing it. You're already doing it. This just flew out. You're breaking the chains, right? You're healing. You're rewriting the future. I can't even make this shit up. You're here, you're rewriting it. So, and this is at the top of the deck. No. Postpone, pause, say no. Take time right now and pause. Pause and analyze from a higher perspective how far you've grown up until this point, and give grace, thankfulness, give gratitude for that version of you. Because if you weren't her, if you weren't him, if you didn't get the opportunity to experience those low lows, you would absolutely self-sabotage. You wouldn't have even got yourself to this point to experience this high, 25, 55. So where are you being called to journey to? Again, how can you mother yourself at this time? Whatever it means, whatever you feel as though, cut the deck. Yes, again, split the deck is over with. Whatever you feel like is going to nurture your soul at this time, is going to heal you. Rest, retreat, be held, and replenish. Find what that means for you right now, because this lap, this vortex that you've created, it's picked up, and it's strong, and you can't stop what's coming for you. You can't stop what you've created. You've already created it. It's been years in the making. You're now just finally aligning with it, and you're gonna shock the hell out of yourself. God is gonna shock you. The universe is gonna shock you at how accurate you can be with your vision and your intuition. God is about to shock you. So rest. Give thanks. Give thanks for all that is, because everything that you're about to get is going to be nothing compared to I'm talking night and day. The expansion is unreal. So give thanks for everything that you have, because when this newfound abundance comes in, it might be hard to not get lost in yourself and lost in all of it. Just remember that there was a point in time where you asked for everything that you had right now. It was a dream, and now you're living in it. You created this, and you deserve it. Love you. It's your girl, Mogul. Make good decisions. Be smart. You deserve it.